McGrath, new life, new bike, new rider, new everything.
Well, I don't have a new rider. I'm not really working for a team. I've relocated to Wisconsin with my family, and outstanding decision on my part. Worked with Honda for quite a while and left on really good terms. They were very generous and released me from my responsibilities so I could move my family to Wisconsin. That's working out very well. What I'm doing is I'm an employee of Buell Motorcycle Company, and my job is to try to assist the teams that have signed on to race the 1125R and help them with technical assistance and hard parts, to try to work on making the bike a competitive race bike. That's my job.
So what are you working on first session out here at the Daytona Tire Test?
Well, these bikes here are Richie Morris Racing Daytona sport bikes, and their riders, which is Sean Higbee and Michael Barnes, are just shaking them down. These are the first laps, really. These are the bikes that they raced actually in the Moto ST series, the exact bikes, and which of course had a horsepower limit. And what they've done is now they're running a little happier, and the guys are getting their first laps on the Dunlop tires, and early days yet.
I was going to say, what kind of modifications can you make now? What will you change since it's going to be a Daytona sport bike instead of in Moto ST?
Well, the rules obviously are still, being finalized. They released the rules, the kind of general rules, and then they're working on bike-specific stuff. So right now, just because this is the first opportunity to run and the first opportunity to see the spec tires, the guys are just shaking them down. So what Richie and his crew will do to the bikes is kind of to be determined. We'll see how they stack up, frankly.
So this really will focus on the tires because you've got an established bike, so really you can concentrate on what the tires are going to be like?
Well, Sean is really familiar with the bike. He's actually works for Buell. He's in the test group, so he's integral in getting the bike squared away. And he raced in the Moto ST series on that exact model last year. So did Barney. So right now, really the only variable with these bikes is the tires. So we'll get as much data as we can, provide Dunlop with as much information, and leave here and get to work.
Good luck.
Thanks.
McGrath, you were running Jeremy McWilliams yesterday during the Superbike practice. Tell us about that.
Okay, we had a good opportunity once the rain was done to get some good information to put the newest slicks on the Daytona sport bike actually, to see how the chassis worked with the new shape. That was our first peek at the new Dunlop slick, so it was good feedback, real good information.
Did you have to alter anything dramatically from the other tire?
It changed the gearing pretty dramatically. We didn't really adjust anything. We got a feel for it. The shape of the tire, particularly on the shoulder, it's quite a bit larger, so the gearing actually was a lot taller. So the RPMs were a bit lower. Changed the way the bike handled over the top a fair bit. That chassis or that bike, Richie Morris's sport bikes there, will use the DOT. So we actually back them against the DOT to get the feel for the difference, the way the thing handled. Just good information, and the settings that we had that we've been working on with the DOTs, it kind of confirmed that we had thought we were going in the right direction. So that helped a lot.
Good stuff, yeah. I guess the average track day guy and club racer needs to realize he can't just change tire brands and tires willy-nilly.
Well, I have to say, we always measure the tires. I'm happy to say that everybody pretty much, particularly these guys, were pretty happy with the transition.
Well, congratulations on a good test.
Thanks. Yeah, we're actually very, very happy, and I'm happy to say there's quite a few folks up and down the pit lane that are smiling as much as we are, saying, it's good to see the team here. It's good to see Richie's program really get up and running, and the boys put in a lot of laps, so we're pretty happy about that.
All right, we'll see you back in March.
We'll be here.